Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Columbus Caps and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Ready, flag, put it up. Right way.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught. This is White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the shoot. Wait, double thing. Check 43.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set up, 30 base.
Mike 17.
Hey, Alpha.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on, hit it.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Coleman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's White. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
What's the run? They're running it.
This is Homer. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll try the air now with Romo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 15 run. 15 run. If you don't get this one, hurl. You think you're going to get this?
17's left.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check A. Mike 7.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Throwing again. Romo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
First down, here's White. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
31's the right.
From the gun, Winston. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
31's the ball. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Under crunch. Flip it. Under crunch. 36. 37.
Winston now. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Hey.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Hey, exit.
Here I come again. 17's mine.
Go.
Now Tony Romo on first down. They complete it to Hill. And that one results in 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Kill. Turn up.
Get it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A shotgun snap for Romo. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Homer with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Pick me up.
Here we go.
17's mine.
Now.
17.
From the gun, here's Romo. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of, they've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Slam, slam. Check 50, check 50.
Read, 17.
25, check 25.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third down. On third down, here's Coleman fighting through. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch twist. Watch twist. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Safe, safe, safe.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Third down and 9.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Come on.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At the 29-yard line.
Come on. Sunday.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 31. Check 31.
Wait.
From the 29, Winston. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, check. Lucky.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Big dash. Come.
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come out here in the I from back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey. Too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Coleman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey,
To throw again, Romo. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
You got three down.
Out of the gun, Romo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
56.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Steps away to his left.
Request the win. Let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Columbus first down.
On the ready.
17. Switch up.
Come.
Mike 17.
What?
Mike 17. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, orbit.
17's Mike 17. Yo.
The final shot before the break. Romo looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Get up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Romo. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Going on the ground with Homer. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
We want it. Come to my...
They begin the drive with Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Winston. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 40's Mike.
Now Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Watch out. Watch out. Tighten up. Check. Watch out. Joker. Check.
Winston. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interception in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10.
He's not going to get me. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm trying to collect you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Off play action. Romo. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Romo. It fights him off. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mike 17. Hey, that's what I do.
Second and 10. Romo once more. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. All going deep here for Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Hey, watch your leg.
Go. Snap.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
Here's Freeman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Hey, watch the slant.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Go.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Sponge. X3. 218. Chop.
17's Mike 17. Man, I got you.
Bang. Hey, Foxtrot.
Just beating the play clock. Romo. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's Coleman, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Read, triple team.
Yeah, Trump. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40. Hey, watch the screen.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That one complete to Yeldon.
Winston's pass complete to T.J. Yeldon. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And the Columbus first down.
Here we go, set, 30 base.
56. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Yep.
All day.
Let's go.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Check.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Romo. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Set, 70, Indy.
I got. Shit.
Now.
I got motion man. Me. I got this. Like 56.
Hey, high 7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily The coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
31's the mic. Ricky.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, so that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Got 4 down. 4 down. Mike,
now Winston on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
look at me.
Again, it's Homer. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Here's Romo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Flip it. Mike 4, you got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 4. Easy. I got you, son. 5-0. 3, check 3. Check 26. Wait,
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That's it. Watch 42. Check 42. Mike 4. Watch the run. Easy. Hey, Sonny. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 4. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Slam. Check the backer. Green, triple T. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Easy. Motion backfield. Come on. Mike 4. Man. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Fourth down, Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
The play is a turnover on downs.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
80 weapons.
56. Mike's 56. I got it.
Yes.
56. Check, 56.
Go.
Watch the twist. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Big stop, D.
Following the fumble recovery, Romo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Romo going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Romo now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let him know, let him know. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Romo. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Romo. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.